Hey, yo, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. We got something new for you, and I'm so stinking excited to show you. Y'all want to know? You want to see? My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. Y'all, if you're here, say hey. Whenever you see this, say hey. Hit the heart button and make sure that you sprinkle this video out to all of your friends so that they can join us in the future and have lots of fun with us, y'all. But comment the word Halloween. We're going to do some Halloween inserts. Y'all, check it out. Look at all these. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. These are our 4-inch squares. And I picked out a few for us to paint tonight. Okay? So, whenever you get here, hit the heart button for me, as I mentioned. And make sure that you sprinkle this video. And just simply say, hey, y'all, I want to hang out with you. I want to interact with you. I just notified the broadcast channel. All you have to do is look at that pinned comment down below, and you'll see a link to join the broadcast channel. I am just showing you some of the Halloween inserts that we have come up with for our pedestal frames. I'm batty about candy, just here for the booze. Haunted house. I'm going pretty fast, but y'all, there are a ton. You can look at all of these on Etsy under the new section, okay? Look at this little witch. Isn't she precious? So I've picked out 4 of them. I don't know if we're going to do all 4 of them. We have frogs. We have Highland cows. We actually are introducing the moose. In this Halloween collection, we do have gnomes. This guy is a gnome mummy, and it says eek. But comment the word Halloween, okay? This one says, this is boo sheet. It's kind of my style. We have a Highland cow mummy. We have a lot. All right, so there are a lot of things. We have a moose mummy, we have the Boo Crew, we have a witch's cauldron, we even have a moose bat. Okay, we have a lot. I don't even know how many, but there are a lot. Okay, so these are brand new on Etsy. In the new section, all you have to do is comment the word Halloween. Okay, and we're going to, I'm going to show you how these work. But you have 3 options for pedestals. You have the tall, you have the short, and you have the scallop. Those are the names on Etsy in the listing. Now, these are listed under the interchangeables, okay? The only thing on sale tonight are the 4 inserts that I've chosen right here. These are 25% off until midnight. So we may paint all 4. I'm not sure, but all 4 of these are on sale, 25% off. This is how they work. You put them together, and then you just simply slide out your pieces, your interchangeables or your inserts, and then you just switch them out. This one's heavy because he is the Highland cow and he's got multiple layers. But then you can just switch them out with any decor. So we kind of released like mostly Christmas themed, I don't know, a month or so back. And now we are bringing in the Halloween. Okay. Now these are listed on the interchangeable section. So let's get started painting. And I've got my colors picked out. Super excited to be here, y'all. Let me go find my friends. Are they all here? They're all here. I know the choices are great, aren't they? The choices are fantastic. Tell me if you guys got the broadcast channel notification. I had Zach bring me some plates. Because I might need some plates tonight. Let me just set that over there. Yes, I got the broadcast channel notified. Y'all ready? Let me show you the colors I picked. So, starting off with purple, I did lavender and purple pizzazz. These are all Americana Deco art. I did choose bright yellow, warm sunset, and bright orange. Of course, I've got my lamp black. I'm using sour apple green. And then I have more neutrals of like sable brown, zinc, which is a darker gray, and then snow white. So those are the colors I'm going to use for all 4 of these if we paint them all. Okay. Y'all excited? All right, so what we're going to do, I know for sure I want to do Frankenstein really, really bad. Hello, everybody. No, Jamie, the bases are not on sale tonight. Hello, everyone. Just the inserts that I'm using, these 4. So we do shrink wrap most everything in our Etsy shop. So it's going to come with this plastic film on it. I don't know. Have fun taking it off. Just be careful. Hi, Annette. Hello, friends. Okay, so this guy really has my heart. Let's open up the ghost, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna piece all of this on my cardboard, like my tape boards, by color. Okay. The slides were the boys had a great time. We went to Slick City today. They had a bunch of slides. They have these mats that they lay down on. We had a few slide burns. Jackson had a face plant. But overall, it was a great time. And then we went to lunch. So it was a great, great day. Yes, Marilee, I think they would enjoy it. And we paid for the 2 hours. And honestly, I think 2 hours for my kids were, I think we could have gotten away with an hour. Because, there's only so many slides, right? But they did have dodgeball. They have swings that you jump off of. They have food there, but it was good. Definitely something everybody should check out. I know there's some here in Texas in different cities. Maybe they have them by you. I'm not sure. For everybody else. Hi, Linda. I'm just over here struggling with this. I don't know why. I always struggle with this stuff. Come on now. There we go. All right. Should we go ahead and do the moose? Let's just do all 4. Why not? Because I'll show y'all how to paint them. I got the colors for all 4. Let's just do it. We went to 54th Street for lunch. That was good. I had one boy who got steak. He has an expensive palate. And then Bill got grilled cheese, of all things. Yes, it was, whoever thought of that place is genius, for real. All right, I've got newer tape boards here. So what I'm going to do is I know that the moose and something else. Let me think. The moose and I think Frankenstein. No, Frankenstein we're going to do, Frankenstein we're going to do purple background. Okay. The candy corn we're going to do a black background. And then for the ghost, I think I want to do the witch. Why am I not painting the witch? Hold on. I don't want to paint this. I don't want to paint this one. Why did I open that? Whatever, it's fine. I know, Michelle. But, they do really well for shipping. All right, let's do the witch instead. Hello, Miss Darlene. So, y'all, these 4 inserts, I think, are all on sale. They're decently priced, $7. And they go with your pedestal bases, your pedestal frames. Okay. Here we go. We're going to do the background for the witch in white. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do 5. That's a lot. Yeah, the hoof, I see it right there. Okay, so we've got our backgrounds here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and we're going to do a black hat. So I'm going to do all the black stuff. Witch's boots right here. We've got her luscious locks for hair. We have a black bat. This just needs to be painted orange right there. This just needs to be painted. Let's paint that black. In fact, hold on. I'm just going to make this real easy on myself. Here we go. That's already done, y'all. We're already done with that. Okay, so that's brown. We're going to do a black sleeve. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi, Lorena. How are you? Eyeballs for the, this guy. The pumpkin is going to be black. And now all of Frankenstein, black. This is going to be gray. This is going to be purple. This is going to be gray. This is going to be green, his hand. Okay, those are going to be purple. All right. I promise you, this is not that complicated, y'all. All right, his face is going to be green. All right, what else is going to be black? All right, there's the mouth of the pumpkin. We're going to do an orange pale. I don't have an orange section yet. We're going to do white eyes. Okay, white. White. The tops of the candy corn are white. Okay. His little, what do you call these things that come out the side of his head? I'm going to do this white. And then everything else is like orange, yellow. Hello, Heather. How are you? I did not make my shirt. I bought this whenever we went to Broken Bow. It's got a frog, and it actually says Feral Girl Summer. I don't know what the heck that means. Okay, let me do this. These are orange, these are yellow. All right, I'm going to mark these because I'm about to forget. Yes, her boots. The top of her boots. Y'all listen so well to me. I just love it. Okay, so what I'm going to do really quick is mark the bottom of these candy corn pieces in yellow, because otherwise we're going to end up with backwards candy corn. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Y'all can do whatever you want. I think some of the candy corn I see nowadays has like the little chocolate tips. Okay, so that is going to be yellow. All right. Now, the bowl for the candy corn, that is going to be orange. So I'm just going to slide that here. We're going to grab this bright orange and we're going to use it. And I'm going to use a regular paintbrush. This is a lot of, committed to a lot of painting, y'all. That's all right. To me, this is relaxing. People can come and go as they please. And yes, you should always coat your cutouts with white. Not today, Junior, not today. Okay, do y'all remember we had the Attack of the Pumpkins last night? Do y'all remember that? The pumpkins left a mark. The pumpkins left a mark. All right, this is going to be orange as well. All right, I just want to get that down. It is a lot of pieces. And you know what? It's okay. All right, let's focus on our witch. So we need our brown, we have a brown broom. We've got the brown broomstick. We have the, you know what? We're just going to paint the moose hooves in black. We've got purple. This is purple. So is the jacket. No, the jacket is not purple. Okay, we're going to do purple here, purple here. This little band of her hat is going to be purple. This is going to be gray. This is going to be gray. Y'all, what have I committed to? That. This is going to be green. Oh, Tina, I'm not surprised. Okay, this little guy has a broom. This is going to be that color. Okay, he's just going to have to wait. He doesn't have a home yet. All right, so let's get busy. We're doing the purple and the purple here. So I am going to do a darker purple, which is the, well, I think it's darker. I don't know. Purple Pizzazz. Nice and bright. Hello, Dee. Yes, we're doing 4 different inserts for the pedestal. Do y'all remember these? Y'all purchased these like crazy? The 3 different options we had. The inserts I'm using tonight, these are 25% off until midnight. So go get you some Halloween inserts on sale. Okay, there's that. Now, I have too much paint. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a paper towel and just dab some of it off on there. Like so. Now this one is shiplap. Okay, so we are going to clean out the lines. This is a good purple. Purple Pizzazz by Deco Art Americana. I don't remember what it was, y'all. Okay, so I can tell you that the purple's probably going to need another color. All right, this one's going to be black, so we're going to go in with black. And just use a makeup sponge. You could use a paintbrush. Hello! I know, Becky. These pedestals are, they have my heart. Because I just love how decorative they are. So, like, even this tall one, like, the way it's, whatever this is, I don't even know. But you slide the piece of the insert in. Like, I just think that's so awesome. And then, of course, we have the scalloped one. And all you have to do is comment the word Halloween. All of the new inserts are listed under the new section on Etsy. All right, let's do that. Now, because I have the black in my hand, I'm going to transition over to the black over here and just take all of that extra and cover all these pieces. Okay? Black shoes. Oh Lord. Black jack-o'-lantern eyeball. Incorporate. Let's get a little bit more. We said black hooves. There's that. With the black hat. That little piece is getting testy. That needs painted. All right. Gray. Gray. Green. Orange. A little bit of orange. This is gray. So all of those are gray. And then I think we said the coat in black. So like once you have it all pieced like this, honestly y'all, it doesn't take long. Honestly, I think what takes the longest for me is all the decorating. What do you call it? Distressing. Okay, we did all of that. That one's empty. Okay. Debbie said, so after you painted those, you can still see the lines under the paint question mark? The shiplap? Yes. You talking about the shiplap? Do you have any Christmas vacation? Danielle, we actually have something for the VIP group coming soon, so make sure you're in the VIP group. All right, black. Let's do gray. All right, so what did I say? This is gray. All right, this is not mixed. Shaky, 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 shaky. There we go, much better. If you're not in the VIP group, make sure you comment the word Halloween, and there is a link to join our free VIP group. We will have a few inserts for the pedestal coming soon in there. All right, so this is like the brim of her hat. Is that what I wanted to do? Yeah. So when you comment the word Halloween, the message we send you, there will be a link to join the free VIP group. Tomorrow, we will have Whatever Wednesday. And the March. Oh, yes. Yes. Hey, Debbie Howard. So the white sponges I use, these are just like foam sticks. If you comment the word Halloween, there is a link to my favorites that you can go shopping and check them all out. Or these are just, I think these are literally called makeup sponges. I get them like by 500 on Amazon. But yes, if you guys are talking about the scored lines, yes, you can still see them. All right, I just put the link for these. Okay. I love, love, love those. All right, where are we next? Okay, let's come back over here. I have to think, guys. I need to check something because let me move this out of the way. All right, here's our purple. It's still drying, but most likely we will need another coat. And then this one is going to be white. So let's just grab our white. Oh, Lord, there goes Zach making all kinds of noise, y'all. Okay, I'm going to add this witch riding her broom to the 25% off. Because I forgot her. All right, she's added to the sale. So there's 5 inserts actually that you can go grab 25% off. All right, let's do this one white. Hello, everybody. Oh, Heather, Debbie Howard, your mom. I love it. We have a mother-daughter duo here. You know what? That's right, because I think the first time you guys shopped with us, I just mailed your stuff together. Y'all, isn't that awesome? We have another mother-daughter duo here. Lanisa and Cheryl. They watch us. I think that's so special. So awesome. Okay, so there is white. That's going to need another coat. What we're going to do now is I'm going to, this is going to be purple as well. Right? But I'm going to use a different purple. I'm going to use lavender, and we're going to see what it looks like. Oh, I love that. Oh, they have crafting parties together. I think that's amazing. I think that's so awesome. Well, we welcome you here with open arms. Make sure y'all get into the VIP group. I post special things. We post bundles in there. We post the thing that's called the green guy that nobody's supposed to talk about. Zach may have some, I don't know how to say this, great pumpkin thing coming in there. But it's free to join. We have game night. Actually, I need to schedule that. We play games. We play Plinko. The whole family's involved. We are due for a game night. All right, so lavender is going to be a little bit lighter than the purple pizzazz. But we are going to add another, oh, lordy. Lordy! That is a makeup sponge. That I should have. Like, if you go to Amazon and just type makeup sponge, that's all it is. It's, I use them so much. In fact, some people actually will cut them if they are going to, like, I don't know. Like, I could take this once I'm done with the purple and I could just snip off this end and use it on a different color. All right, let me just put some of that back in the jar. Or back in the bottle. Don't want to waste that paste, y'all. Or not paste, the paint. You don't want to waste your paste either, but tonight we're not using paste. We are using paint. All right, purple pizzazz going down. Going down for our moose and our Frank. Our Frankenstein. Going back over it, picking up all that excess. And then I'm just going to slide it back in the jar just for saving purposes. Okay, let's see here. White is going to need another coat. So is our lavender. So let's do that. Okay, here we go. Here, Heather and Debbie, is the link to the makeup sponges. These are the exact ones I used. Or I use. Okay. Oops. Just got that everywhere. La-ti-da. Alright, spread it around. So much easier this way. Some things I like to use paintbrushes. Some things I like to use the foam sticks. Some things I like to use the makeup sponges. I find that painting these little bitty, like, smaller square or circle surfaces, put some paint on there, take a makeup sponge, roll it around. Okay? All right. Now, I know we need to do that, but that's an awful spot. Let's come over here. Just because we can, because you know why not? Let's just, you know, we might as well do it. It's open. We open the package. We need to paint that. This is going to be white. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to switch it up. I thought about using this, but it's going to take about 9,000 coats of that. So I'm going to go in with this zinc color, and we're just going to paint that in background color. Yes, you're welcome. We love our new friends around here. And I think, Debbie, you ordered some of these pedestals. So I don't know if you're a Halloween fan. If you're not, no big deal. 50-50 around here. But now you have the Halloween inserts. Halloween is our favorite. All right, let's go with the white. Something else needs to be white. Yes, what we would call like his hands. And just try and be careful not to get a whole bunch of paint in the holes of the eyes. I'm a heavy painter. Okie dokie. Let's do that. What are these? Oh, are those the tips for the candy corn? Looky there. How convenient. The ghosts are cute. Yes, you are so welcome. So welcome. Let me know if you need anything else. Okay, there we have it. Now we're going to go in with black. I know we're all over the place, y'all, but just have fun with it. Who cares, right? We're going to do black shoes for this little guy. He's pretty easy to paint. And this little guy right here, this pumpkin, we're going to do in the orange. I do not have an orange. What do you call it? Stick. When in doubt, go for the lid. All right, we're going to go all the way around. Or all over this guy, not all the way around. Now, he does have some lines in him to kind of give him definition. So we're probably going to take a push pin and clean those out. Okay. All right, that's yellow. So this board is done. However, we'll come back and do a second coat. All right, moving on. We need to do another coat of the... Where's my paintbrush? The orange. For the bowl. The bowl of candy corn. And y'all, just so you know, these boards that I have here, I just make them myself. Okay? You just grab some painter's tape. I have a tutorial on my page how to like put all the tape down. It's just easier for me to keep my pieces under control. Just easier. Okay, these are supposed to be orange too, right? Yes, that's yellow. I do not want that. All right, there's that. Do y'all like candy corn? A lot of the times when I ask that, the vote is no. All right, now this is where I just want to paint her little like tights or socks or whatever they are. I don't even know. Okay, see, we're moving right along, y'all. Now we're gonna grab the sour apple and get Frank all painted up. The yellow is bright yellow. Okay, so this is sour apple. Okay, and we're gonna use this for Frank because I feel like this is gonna be the best color for his face. And then we're gonna take those little sprues and we're just gonna paint them something else. Oh, y'all love candy corn. Look at that. I don't mind it. I don't buy it, but if it's there, I'll eat it. I mean, I'm not mad about it. All right, Frankenstein's hands. Okay, we gotta let them dry. Now we gotta do this pumpkin. I want to do this one in this darker sunset orange. Warm sunset. Candy corn, roasted salted peanuts together. I would do that. 1000%. Let's do it, Becky. All right, so this is a darker orange. I should have used this for everything because it just paints. It coats so much better. Warm sunset. I mean, it might need a second coat, but it's looking pretty darn good. In fact, we're just going to go right over the top. Yep, here we go, friends. Changing the plan. And see, you can even paint with these. So warm sunset for the orange. Probably what I should have done. Okay, we're going to leave it be for a second. We got to paint her little socks. Okay, black is done. We need to do more yellow. So let's grab our yellow sponge and give this guy another coat. Yellow is awful to paint with. Always do a base coat of white. I don't ever do that. Shame on me. It's fine. We'll just be here all night painting yellow. Okay, that is done. Now, we still have over here on this, we have the mousse itself. And we have the underneath of the broom, but that one technically is done. So let's check out our square pieces, okay? Oh my gosh, look at this purple. Holy cow. Marilee. Potentially, yes. Sour apple could be that color. Hi, Mary Beth. I would say yes. I mean, I have him up there. I know you can't see. Yeah, I think you could get away with it. All right, let me just dry this. Make sure these are really dry. Okay, this one's fine. This one, if your wood ever feels cold, usually that means it's still a little wet. The purple is so me. I know. Isn't that the truth? The purple is purple pizzazz. All right, let me go in with a push pin. Clean out my lines. Typically with this paint, I don't get a lot of like filled in shiplap, if that makes sense. Okay, we did our second coat of white. Super cute. I love the white shiplap, just with anything. Okay, we're just going to find room for whatever we can find. Okay, now we're going to place our mousse right here. That is the last thing that was left out. I know we have to do all of this. Totally fine. I've got 90,000 bottles of paint open. Thank you, Carrie. Let's see. We're done with this bright orange. We know that. That's the wrong lid. This is the right lid. So we decided to switch from bright orange to warm sunset. Now we got to do the mousse. So I picked two colors for the mousse. I have sable brown and I have burlap. Okay, the burlap is what I'm going to use for like his nose and his antlers. That's what they're called, right? Antlers? Yeah. So I'm just going to paint these quickly. And then paint this one over here. He's going to have a hat that goes on top of this, so you won't need to worry about like getting paint in the hat area. So just know that. We're going to paint his little nose, mouth, whatever. I don't know what you call this. Part of his face. Okay, so that is burlap. All right. This is her face. Right there. All right, now we're going to transition over to the sable brown. Okay? And that is going to be his body and the rest of his face. Hi, Tracy. We're using the head of a pin. Yeah, the point snout. Okay, Jean, I was about to say that, but I'm like, is that just for a pig? I don't know. All right, so this is sable brown. Now I am going to go, or kind of be careful around the ears, because I am going to take something, I don't know what, to go on the bottom part of the ear in pink. All right, let me see here. Okay, that part, that does not belong. You get out of here. All right, now we're going to do the rest of the body. And again, this is sable brown. Great color to have in your stash. I either do my gingerbread or my reindeer. No, I think I do my gingerbread in this. Okay. Hooves. Witch's stick thing right here. Okay, now we're gonna move over again back, or we're gonna move back to the burlap because it needs a second coat. We've got his antlers, we've got his snout, and then we've got this antler over here. Now I need to do her face. I'm just going to do her face in this color too. Lightly going over because her eyes are etched, which means it's a deeper cut so that I don't get too much paint in her eyes. She doesn't need paint in her eyes, okay? The one brown you don't have, yes. Totally understand. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. This is lavender. That's good. I'm going to grab this pink marker. And I'm going to just do the under part of the ear. Y'all, the moose in our mini sale Mondays have been super popular. So that's why we decided to bring him out for Halloween. We'll see. All right, there's that. Then, if this is dry, I'm going to go in with my marker. We're going to color in his eyeballs. And then his little nose thing has some holes. So I'm going to just, I don't know, color it in a little bit. You could paint it in, whatever you prefer. But ideally, that should show through where his little nostrils are. Let me go a little high up. There we go. Okay. That's what I prefer to do. All right. Now we're going to take this little broom and I'm going to give it just a marker, black marker. Again, you could use paint, whatever you want. Okay, and then we got to figure out the color for this. Let's go with sable brown. And then I'll probably just take like my Posca marker and make some lines. Like so, folks. Oh, yay, Lorena. Okay, then we have this little broom here, which again, we'll just do sable brown. So many colors. All right, where does this little guy go? Let me see. Is that part of the hat? No. I don't know where this guy goes. We're going to leave it right there. All right, I think we're finished with this board for now. There are some score marks right here. I want to just take my push pin and clean them out to create that definition. There's this little smile over here, needs to be cleaned out. All right, I think we're good there. Okay, next. Let's set that up there, and then we'll just lay that right there. We're gonna come back and check on this board that we added to our, you know, shenanigans, because why not? So we do around here. And we're gonna just give the ghost a second coat. Y'all, we're about to like, the fun is about to happen where we like put it all together. It's a process, but to me, it's so relaxing. I mean, I don't know if y'all like watching me paint, but there's that. Okay, this is that zinc color. We're just going to give this one more coat, because it is a little bit on the like transparent side with one coat. So I recommend you add that second coat. Okay. All right, everything is here. And we're done with you. We're moving on to this color. So warm sunset over here on this guy, which we didn't do originally. But he should be good right about now. Okay. This board is done. Let's check this board. I know that there is some of the gray, and I know we need to do the green. Let's just do another touch here, here, and the base of the hat. And then let's do sour apple. Oh, yeah, the yellow. Yellow's awful. But like I say, which I don't ever do, I've maybe done it once. Do that white base coat. All right, green, good. We're done with the green. Hold on. Is that for that? What is that little piece to, y'all? I don't know. All right, let me check out my orange. We need to do one more yellow. And then we should be done. Okay. Now we must close up all of our paint bottles. Okay. We're gonna close this one up. Close this one. Remember, purple pizzazz was the amazing color of this. Purple pizzazz. Okay. All right, let's take our paintbrushes and put them in our cup. And here we go, y'all. We're going to start with this guy. The Daffodil Yellow in Satin by the Think Deco Art. You really paints pretty well. Okay, good to know. So, here we go. The long journey begins with cleaning up the edges. That one, this one. You could sand your edges if you want. It's too messy for me. I'd rather just whip this up like so. You don't need to do the black. Okay? We're going to grab the gray one because I want to get all my bases in order here. Purple Pizzazz and lavender. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Cheryl, we have Halloween inserts for the Pedestal interchangeables. I don't know. I probably loaded like 50 of them. Maybe not 50. But there's a lot. More than probably 25. Okay, let's see. Good to go. So now we're going to take this. We're going to do the exact same thing. Clean up the edges. I got paint all over me. All right, now we have our like base things. And I'm going to get rid of this big old mess here. Okay? And get rid of my paint so that we can spread out and get busy. This is my favorite part. Hopefully it is yours too. All right, let's put this away. Which goes Frank candy corn. All right, let's go with these right here. And, oh, I know what that piece was. It's part of her broom. The broomstick. Well, we just painted it black. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to grab this marker and just clean off the edges. Didn't do too shabby. That's going to go inside the hat. I have no idea what this is. It might be somebody else's stuff. Okay. We have shoes for her, so we're going to grab what would be like the underneath. Her top portion of those. We have her broom right here. We have her broomstick. Oh, we got to get her luscious hair. Luxury hair. Her hair. Her hat. And she also has, I think, this little guy. No, that's not hers. We'll find it. Okay, y'all ready? Let's get the witch. Come to me, witch. All right, here we go. Let's glue. The small frame. What small frame? What's the easel? Talking about the easel? All right, so we're going to glue this down. May have to bring out my readers, y'all. This is very small. And these go right on the top. Okay? So there is that, like, sock effect I was telling y'all about. I'll show you here in a second. Press and hold. Holy moly, I have a tender dream. Working my snowman feeling frosty from 2 years ago. Not yet, Jean. Not yet, my friend. Okay, so I want to do something on this. Hang tight. This is the pump. These are the pumpkins that attacked me last night, by the way. I have markers. Hold on. And I was thinking, I don't know if this is going to work. It just might. I want to take I'm going to do a line there. Let's take this marker. and create like little asterisks. I don't know what you call these. Okay, these things. Stars. I don't even know. And then let's go in with some dots. We're dressing her up tonight. That's her hand. That does not need to be purple. Well, it sure doesn't need to be that color either. Okay, so see what I did to her dress? She told me that she loves it. All right, let me grab this real quick. And we're going to take a teeny tiny paintbrush. This is her hand sticking out of her shirt. So we gotta fix that. Should not be that color. She's fancy. Good night, Nancy. Listen to me to read the details. I ordered some stick fast thinking I was getting what you have not. Oh no, was it the smaller one? Yes, Melinda says press and hold. Love it.
You're doing a great job. It's for your witch's hat. For your moose. That you said didn't have one, that I said it did. You left it.
It's here somewhere.
No, you left it off. For the moose?
No, the moose doesn't have one.
He does. You left it on the machine.
No, he doesn't.
Oh. Okay. I found an extra one.
Thanks, Zach. Alright, she has an arm. She's got an arm, Zach.
Let's give her a hand.
I gave her one just now.
Nice.
Okay, so here's her little arm. This is so fun to put together and see it come to life. Press and hold. Okay. There she is. She's a beauty. All right, so there's that. Let's grab this back. We're gonna glue her fancy dress. Hello, hello. Danielle, you can. Just practice. And honestly, I don't think this is like good. Like, this is me just slopping paint on, cleaning up my edges. That's all it is. I truly think it's all about your paints. Like, what kind of paints do you use? Because trust me, back in the day, I didn't have the right paint. There's her broomstick. Okay, and then we've got this one. So before I glue that on, we're going to glue her actual, like, broom on here. I forgot to clean up the edges on that. Press and hold. Hi, Patty. There's that. Okay, so I said originally I was going to go in and like add some highlights to this. I'm just going to give it a little bit. There we go. The key, yes, don't rush. Take your time. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Okay, there's that. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Now, her face is here somewhere. Let's grab her little face. Now, I think with her face, I'm going to see if I can get... See if I can turn her cheeks a little pink. Did it. I did it. And let's give her some little white freckles. Oh, she's precious. And y'all, we're just getting started. All right, let's get her. Oh my gosh. You guys have to get this one. Remember, the inserts I'm doing tonight are 25% off until midnight. Okay, this is the witch riding a broom. What is happening here to my fingers? The witch riding the broom. All right, this is her hat. Right here. She is precious. Let me clean up those edges. Did y'all see I scheduled a whatnot sale for next Friday? Okay, I think this is hers. And then I think the one Zach said I left is hers as well. You just comment the word Halloween and I will send you a message. The second link will be the Etsy shop. Okay. This is the stress ink. I'm just going to give it a little bit. I meant to do her hair. It's always best to do this before you glue. But it's fine. We got it. We got it. Okay. Now, we're going to glue this on. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for sprinkling. Glue this together. Press and hold. Hi, Sue. I know the witch is so cute. Hey, everybody. Hello, Amy. Welcome on in, y'all. A little bit of this goes a long way. Press and hold. And now we're going to glue it on this piece right here. Just like that. Press and hold. Look at this hat. Oh, it's so cute. It does not fit me. Okay, so now I'm just going to put some glue right here. And this is going to slide right there by her hair. Oh my goodness. Get the witch, folks. Get the witch. Okay, you're in the way. You need to go. Okay, put that over there. Check it out. Yes, your bottle will last. Let me add some over here to this. I'm in love with this. Is she not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? But you know what I forgot? A little bat. Oh, it's so cute. All right. One down, 4 to go. All right, let's work on Frank. Frank has green. He has green, gray, black. Oh, his shoes come apart too. Okay. His hair. That's candy corn. None of that. None of that. All right. Most of this we don't need to worry about cleaning up the edges because most of it is black. Let's just worry about this. Good to go. This is green. I don't even know what this is for. Wait, this is for the cow. Just kidding. This is for, oh yes. Yes. Okay. What is this? The pail. This is his little, wait, is that his? Yes. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and just glue this down. No, we're not. I gotta slow down and do this the right way. Hi, Elise. Oh, hi, Adeline. Such a pretty name. All right, I'm going to go around and distress the edges with black soot. Y'all know me. I like to do it all. And I need to go in and put, or take the, do the little lines, which honestly, it's fine. Okay, let's go and glue this down. Oh, this is the one that has those itty bitty black pieces. There's just no nose. So the nose will be purple because that's the color underneath. Which, it's fine. Good night, Denise. Okay, there's the pumpkin. All right, this I'm gonna do. Forgot to paint his ears, y'all. His ears have to be green as well. I guess I was thinking of the little, what do you call those things that stick out of his neck? The screws? I don't know. Yeah, the screws, right? Okay, let's start gluing his jacket on. I'm going to just take his pockets and make them white. Good enough. Okay, here we go. We have to do this. Screws, bolts. What color should those be? White. All right, jacket. Let's glue this down. And yes, you can see the lines. Let's glue his shoes. His little boots. They're pretty cute. And so, grab his other coat, jacket, whatever, sleeve. I don't know what you want to call it. This is like his collar, or his, I don't know. The thing, what do you call that? Collar? To his jacket? He's very sophisticated, okay? And then I've got this purple piece that I purposely painted a different shade of purple so that it did not blend in. I'm going to move that over. Scoop this up. Okay, now we have his head. But his ear needs another coat. He's so cute. He's precious. And now we have his hands. Lapel. Okay. You also had silver. All right, let me see if I have a silver marker. I think I do. I just don't know how well it works because I haven't gotten my other ones in yet. Oh, Lord. Hold on. That's a work in progress. All right, let's glue his hair on. We're going to add some white. Just to give him a little bit of character. Put this down, line it up. Press and hold. Like so. Oh, this is so cute. And then we have his eyeballs. Oh, I forgot about his eyeballs. So these do have to be the edges cleaned up. And then I'm going to actually color in like the circles, the dots of his eyes. All right, so I'm going to take the bullet tip of this, flip it over, and I'm just going to like color in, I guess you could say, the eyeballs. Just like so. And then you just simply glue them down. And now, the eyes of him make everything. Not even joking. Okay, let me press and hold because I don't want to. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Rach. All right, let's go back in with our silver marker. That honestly, I don't know about this. This is a Posca silver marker. Let me dry it. That's better. All right, friends, check him out. He's pretty darn cute. So we've done the witch. We've done the Frankenstein. Hey, Sandy. Yes, it does, Jean, at the bottom. It says, Feral Girl Summer. Zach picked it out for me. All right, next we have candy corn. The bowl of candy corn. This one consists of our bowl. This guy, all these pieces. Like I said, the inserts that we're doing tonight, 25% off until midnight. And they go with our Pedestal interchangeable frames. Like, this is probably my favorite one, which is the scallop. So check this out. Watch. Come on, go. Don't tell me. Hold on. I know why. Her little piece to her hat. So here's what I recommend, and I'll have to talk to Zach about the file. You're not going to get that little buckle thing. So look, isn't she precious? So I'll go in and fix that. But these frames are on in the interchangeable section. Okay? So cute. Is it not just so stinking cute? So that is one of them. And they just come apart like so. I'm actually going to take, we'll see if I can make this work. I'm going to take a black marker. I'm going to create my own little buckle. Actually, no, I'm going to paint it all black. Hi, Zach.
You broke my witch.
Yeah, a witch does not get the buckle. Because then it won't fit in the frame.
Yeah, because remember when we decided between 3 and 4 layers?
Yeah. So the witch doesn't get the buckle, but look. See, I fixed her.
I'll score that one.
Yeah. Not a big deal. Don't sweat it. All right, let's clean up the bowl of candy corn. Let's fix this.
She's just a little too big brain, huh?
She got big brains like me. All right, there's that. So what we're going to do, friends, we're going to take our black soot.
I'm going to split the hat. Like
Yeah,
a,
that's a
like
good idea.
I'll split the hat.
So they have separate pieces to paint, so it's easier.
Yeah. Like the scarecrow you did last
Yeah.
night or the other night.
I like that idea.
Big brain.
I'm all about easy painting. All right, so I just took this to give it some character. Hi, Diane. Remember, y'all, I get the prototype cutouts. I show you what you're not gonna do. Okay, so that's like a little lip to the bowl. Isn't that cute? And then we're just gonna glue the face. Like so. Press and hold. There's still 2 more of these to do. Very big time. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. Now we're going to take the bowl and we're going to glue the bowl right here onto our black square. It is scored, so you know where to place it. And then we're going to start building our candy corn. So yellow and then orange, white. Yellow. The orange, you only need to worry about the actual sides, because they're going to be covered by the top and the bottom pieces of the candy corn. And then I got to grab the white, which is somewhere over here, which is the very tippy top.
I wanted to paint that ghost in glow in the dark.
I'm sure you did. Where were you?
Dealing with your sons.
Get the trash cans out.
Yeah, that's down.
Tomorrow's trash day, y'all. Whoop, whoop.
I gotta go check it though.
Yeah, you probably should, because...
It's the one child?
Yeah.
Can chat guess which child I'm talking about?
Which child do you think we're talking about that we have to double check his work? Hi, Mary. What's the difference between using Mr. Pen and the black paint marker? Mr. Pen I use on more straight, grounded edges that are not like curvy all over the place. Like I could have used Mr. Pen on this. Okay, so for example, Mr. Pen, I'm not going to use inside the mouth, if that makes sense. Because they won't fit. Okay. I started off using Mr. Pen. And then I found these other markers. And I really like them for those other type areas. Great question. You know what I meant to do? I meant to add white distress ink to this. There we go. We got it. And then these just like stack really nicely right on top. I am going to use the black on the white just to separate those. And on the bottom, right there. And it looks like these three are pretty much the same. But I'm going to measure them just in case that works. Yeah, They're called Overseas is the brand. I'll post the link in the comments. I absolutely love them because they have the skinny brush tip that allows me to get into those smaller areas. All right, here's the candy corn. The bowl of candy corn, I should say. I think I glued that orange one down. Do y'all remember? All right, now we're going to go in and add a little bit of my dots, lines, you know. Just like so. Bowl of candy corn is done. You know what I didn't do because he wasn't dry is I didn't add all my stuff to this. Let's see. Like that. What do y'all think? Okay, so there's Frankenstein. Here's the bowl of candy corn. And then we've got our witch over here. Okay, here's our witch. She's really cute. Now we've got two more. We've got the moose and we've got the ghost. So thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. We're just having fun. I'm in no hurry. Can you tell? Okay, those boards are emptied. Let's grab the broomstick for the moose body, the antlers, and his snout. Oh, I forgot this guy. Okay, so here to answer your question, this is one that I will use Mr. Pen on, okay? There's not too many like itty bitty spaces to fill in. It just, I don't know, it's easier for me to use Mr. Pen because he's thicker. But what I won't do is use him like inside the eyeballs, like the eye holes of the ghost. Because it'd be really difficult to get him inside there. That makes sense. Okay, so that one's done. Now we're going to come over here and do our pumpkin. Clean up all of these edges, go into the eyeballs. This one does not have pieces that go inside the pumpkin, or if it does, y'all may get it. I just never, you know, how that works. I never get all the pieces. So that's why I recommend you painting the background. I think it's this one. Yeah. I don't even know. You might get them. All right, so there's that. We've got the ghost shoes. Oh yeah, we need to do this, the hands. The little sheets, the sheet hands. Okay, we need to do the antlers of our moose. Like so. Flip around, should be good. The snout, the snoot, yes, the snout. Let's clean out the snout, clean the nose, the nostrils. And then clean the broom. Don't fall. Thanks, Kathy. How are you? The witch is precious. 25% off, y'all, till midnight. Okay, this is for the hat, I believe. Yes, I don't need to worry about that. All right, friends, here we go. We are going to take the black soot and go around the ghost. Just like so. I'm also going to do those little sheet hands, whatever you want to call them. Okay. I'm going to do the pumpkin tail thing. All right. So now we're going to glue it. Just going to fit on there. It's got score marks, so you know where to place it. Press and hold. Like so. And then you've got your little hands. And the reason I also like to add the distressing to like white on white is because if I didn't, those two whites may have just blended together. If that makes sense. We'll see here in a second. So you see how you can kind of see a little bit better the hands? I don't know. That's just me personally. You know what? And I glued them on the wrong place. Gosh darn it. I just realized that. Hold on. Let me teach you a trick. Let's see if I can get this to work. I was talking about this trick to my subscription box members. I have this little palette knife thing. Palette scraper. I don't know what it is. These should have been glued on here. Let's see, it worked. If you've tried a kitchen knife, if you've tried other things, you may not have had as much success. That little guy right there has done me wonders. He saved me. Dude, you come in here like a bull in a china shop every single time. Why is that?
So you know I'm here?
I fixed it. I got my little tool out.
Have you ever seen Seinfeld?
No.
Sometimes you gotta make an entrance like Kramer.
I don't ever watch that show. All right, there we go. So then this is just going to sit right over there, and you'll never know. Nobody's going to ever know. Except for y'all. All right, let's do the shoes. Yes, confirmed. You must get that. I just saved the ghost. I saved it. Okay, now we're going to glue the shoes on. These little kicks. Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Nothing. Check on you. You're doing great.
Thanks. Thanks so much. Hey. Never mind.
Yeah. Did you say hey?
Yeah, I just never mind.
Cool.
You're doing great. I think it's a palette. What do we call that? What did Carol Borkman say that night? Palette knife? Palette.
It's no, it's
Well, she called it something. Okay, here we go.
spade, spatula.
Palette spatula.
Oil paint. Oh, there's a name to it. Can't think of it.
All right, I'm pressing and holding this down. Now, the eyes and the nose and the mouth, they are white. I mean, you could take a little bitty tiny like paintbrush, color them in. Let me see if I can get this to work. Or you could just simply like color in behind it before you glue it down. Either one will work. That's why I like these markers, because I can take the brush tip, because it is really, really skinny, and get down in little bitty tiny like holes, corners, nooks, crannies. It's working. Y'all don't have to watch me do this, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? There's the ghost. All right. Now, what do we have left? Let's add a little bit of character to his feet. The pumpkin. And there is your little ghost with the pumpkin pail. Last but not least, friends, let me do up my little broomstick here. Let's glue our stuff on. Okay, I think we're going to go in with... No, I'm going to stick with black soot, just because that's what I've done with all the others. Let's do the antlers. Oh my gosh, Terry. That out of your campground? That is awful. That would make me angry. Just saying. I know you have no control over that. So I'm just adding black soot to this. All over. Okay, I need to add some white to my little guy here. We're going to glue this on. He's so stinking cute. We're almost done. Finally! Pens, Cheryl, these markers, these are the Sharpie markers. The other ones are the overseas markers. Right here, link coming at you. Palette knife, yes. Yes. Palette tool, yes. You're right. It's a tool. You're so smart. All right, let's add some white. Okay. There's one hoof. There's another. Right there. Then we're going to take his little, you know what? I think he needs just a little bit of rosiness. I know you probably won't be able to see it on the screen, but yes. Okay, let's glue this on. So snout. Don't move. All right, let's grab the white. Put this all over our hat. So this is the moose witch. Alrighty. And then I think what we're going to do, we're going to glue this down on the board where it belongs. The snout moved. Oh boy. Okay, we have to glue the other antler down. Right there. Okay, now we're going to glue the hat. Now, my question to y'all is, we should probably splatter these, right? Palette spatula. Yeah, that would make me angry. All right, let's glue our little piece. Sour apple color piece. And then get our hat straight. Press and hold. Is that all of our pieces? Did we really do it? Did we do it? Holy cow, friends. This is so cute. Splatter, okay. There's the moose. Two twins. Okay, let's splatter, but I gotta move all this out of the way. So give me just a second, please. Because everything will be splattered if I don't, right? Y'all, I got shorts on today. It's nice outside. I'm going to put all my stuff away. We're going to grab some wax paper and I'm going to show you how to splatter your stuff. I've got so many bottles of Stick Fest sitting around here that I didn't even know I had. And look, this lid won't even go on. I don't understand that. Anybody else have that problem? All right, where is we need the white, we need our wax paper. You're crying at me, Linda, it's okay. All right, before y'all go, just wait. I always tell my dog, wait. You wait. She waits. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So cute. Okay. Here we have it. I'm going to create this like wall, kind of, sort of. Okay, so that you guys can still see, maybe. And I have a plate over here that I'm going to put some white paint in. Missy says me. Just like so. I'm going to grab what we call like a fan brush. That's what I call them. It's probably not even the term. I'm going to grab a dowel rod. So that's what I grabbed first. So I'm going to spray this with water. And I'm going to kind of just, I don't know, water it down. But not too much. Okay, and then I'm going to get some on my brush. And I'm just going to go around. And tap. Now, the more paint you have on your brush, like the thicker your splatters are going to be. So just be mindful of that. Like my splatters on my ghost are a little big. Actually, I've never gotten splatters that big before, so I kind of like it. And then as I worked my way over towards the moose, they got smaller. So that's all you have to do. And yes, you'll most likely have stuff on you, but it's totally fine. Fan brush and the drumstick, 1000%. So let me dry these really quick. So when I go to touch them, it does not smear. Y'all, these are really stinking cute. I was not expecting them to turn out this good. Honestly. But you don't want to, like, you need to wait till the dots, the splatter is dry, because if you touch it and it's not, it's going to smear. Like, I want to pick this up so bad and put it in the frame. But it's going to smear. So you could test it. All right, so remember, I don't even know where the pedestals went. Where'd they go, y'all? Over here. There's 3 options for your base frame. Okay, you have the tall one. This is called short right here in my hand. And then you have the pedestal. No, let me back up. Tall, short, scallop. Okay, these are in the interchangeable section on my website. Then all you have to do is drop in your seasonal decor. So like we have, let's say Christmas is coming up. We did this one, I don't know, a month or so ago. All you have to do is slide it out. All right, just like so. And let's put in, is this one purple? Let's put the candy corn in. All you have to do is slide it in. Okay, here's your witch. All you have to do is slide it in. Isn't that awesome? So the 5 inserts that we did tonight, all 3 of these, plus the ghost with a pumpkin pail, and Frank, it's Frank, trick or treat. The inserts are 25% off until midnight. And we probably added 40-ish Halloween specific inserts to the Etsy site today. Aren't they so cute? I love them. I want to see this one in the white. Bear with me. So when in doubt, just flip it over, okay? Let's see. I want to see what this one looks like. Oh yes, that is really cute. I love that. Isn't that cute, y'all? So stinking cute. What's this one? Purple? Let's see the purple and the black. Oh my gosh. Look at Frank. Frank is next level. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. So hit the heart button, y'all. Comment the word Halloween. Go grab your Halloween inserts. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, friends.